guys! So for today's video, I am going to be showing you how to make a minestrone kind of soup that I think is perfect for a cold fall winter day. Now, it has been getting colder out here in California, and last night Dan and I decided that we wanted to have the night in to stay like nice and warm, and we decided we wanted to make this soup. So usually I kind of go to my old standby favorite, which is this spicy veggie soup, but we decided we wanted to make something different, so I decided to film the whole thing, show you guys, and I have to say, it is so good. So I really think you're gonna enjoy this. So I am going to jump right in, but before I do, if you end up staying in and you're wanting stuff to watch, I wanted to let you guys know I actually did a bunch of videos with Disney style, and I haven't told you guys about those in a while. So I'm gonna link to all those videos down below. They're just different like outfits and beauty videos all around Disney type stuff. So I will have all of those links below and annotation in here. So if you make the soup and you want to watch some videos, you can go over and check those out. Also, along the lines of watching stuff on a cold day, I haven't told anyone on my main channel, I don't think, but if you follow us on our vlog channel, I've told you guys that I actually have a Netflix link now. So they're kind of like a sponsor of the channel. So if you don't have Netflix and you are interested in signing up, which I have been obsessed with Netflix for like 7 years. If you are interested in signing up and you want to use my link, I would appreciate it so much. It's just netflix.com/Nikki, and you will have an endless amount of entertainment to watch on a cold, rainy day. I may end up just listing down below some of my favorite videos on Netflix. So yeah, basically if you're watching this and it's rainy, you can go ahead and cook the soup, watch some videos, watch some Netflix if you want, and yeah, with that being said, I am going to jump right in. So I'm going to literally show the food in the order of which I made the meal. So I started with the artichokes, and I pull off the bottom leaves. They're generally the toughest, so I'm pulling them off the bottom, and then I cut the stem a little bit shorter. So after that, I cut off the front edge of the artichoke, and then I take some scissors and I basically just cut off all of the ends that are kind of pokey and could potentially hurt you. So I did that to the other artichokes as well, and then I fill up about 1 inch of water in this pot, and then I put a steamer in the bottom because I like to steam my artichokes. So then I put it on the stovetop and get the water boiling. So I put it on high, set it there, and then I wait for it to boil. So now I'm going to jump into the soup, and the first thing I'm doing is I am cutting in half, and then half again, some zucchini. And I will link this whole recipe where I got it from down below, but I did change it a little bit. I cut the whole recipe in half and I changed a couple ingredients. So I'm cubing up the zucchini just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing to some yellow butternut squash. So I cut off the edge just like this, cut the butternut squash in half, and then I cut it in half again, and then I cube up the squash as well. Alright, so then I turn the oven on to 500 degrees, put the veggies in a glass bowl, put some olive oil over the top, a little bit of salt, like so. And then I stir it up. I think I also put some pepper in there and I didn't get that on camera. But I toss it in the olive oil and the salt and the pepper, and then now my pot should be boiling, so I stick in my artichokes just like this. And then I put the top on and I'm turning it down. Now this cookware is a little different, whatever you have to do to steam your artichokes, but that's how mine works. So I'm setting the timer for 35 minutes, and then I am putting my roasted vegetables on a pan and into the oven. So I set the timer on my phone for 5 minutes, but in reality this actually ended up taking like 15 minutes, which I know is totally different, but it did. So now I am dicing up some carrots. I think it's called dicing. Just chopping them down like this. Then I am cutting an onion in half, and I'm taking the other half of the onion, cutting the end off, and then just dicing into little pieces the onions. So I'm just making them into tiny little, like I cut them down like that and then into little like cubes, diced. I guess that's the actual proper definition of diced. I don't know, I'm definitely not a chef. Then I'm cutting off the thick end of the celery, cutting the celery stalks in half, and then proceeding to cut them down into little chunks. So now I'm taking 2 tablespoons of olive oil and putting it into this pot, and then I am pouring the veggies right into the pot. Now I have it on high, and I'm gonna let them cook there for a few minutes, and then after I let them cook for about 5 minutes, I poured in the veggie broth. So then I took some green beans, some cannellini beans, and I don't know how to say that, and I'm just gonna rinse these beans, but I'm actually only gonna end up using like half of them because after I rinsed them, I realized I don't even really like beans that much. And there's a picture of Bowser over our sink. Ooh. So then I have my noodles, and I'm actually gonna pour the green beans into the soup. Now this is a little while later, but after about 35 minutes, the artichokes were actually done. So I took them out, set them to the side to cool, and set the oven to broil. So now I'm taking my noodles, pouring it into the soup. Ooh. So then I actually poured half a can of canned tomatoes, but I forgot to show it. So now I am cutting the artichokes in half. Actually, I'm not doing it, Dan is. So we cut them all in half like so. And then he proceeded to cut out the hearts. So he just kind of scoops them out like this, and they kind of fall out with a little bit of like pressure. So then I took just a tiny bit of turmeric, like an 1/8, I don't know if that's, or a 1/4, I don't really know. And then I poured it in the soup. And then I went back over to the artichokes with my sprayable olive oil, and I sprayed the top, and then I proceeded to take salt and pepper and sprinkle it over the top of the artichokes. And then I just flip it over to the other side and do the same thing. I then proceeded to stick them in the broiler and let them broil for about 3 minutes. Then I proceeded to pour all of the roasted vegetables in the soup at the end and stir it up. And yes, it is as yummy as this looks. So at this point, I am flipping the artichokes to the other side, and then I'm making garlic aioli. So the exact measurements and timing of everything will be listed down below, but then I have my artichokes and dip. And there is the meal. It was super, super good, and if you try it, I hope you love it. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comment section or on Twitter or wherever if you end up making this recipe. It is so good. I can pretty much promise you aren't going to be disappointed if you like minestrone type soups. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you like soup and rain, I guess, and subscribe for more videos. So I will see you all later. I hope you have a great day, and yeah, bye guys.